Aloha, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Asia Pacific Center for Security Studies for a simple but we think important occasion to do three things. First, commemorate our 15th anniversary of this unique center of shared learning. Second, participate in a groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of a new wing of our facility. And third, welcome officially the new Dean of Academic Security Studies, Ambassador Lauren Moriarty. But before we begin, let me acknowledge some very important supporters that are here with us today. First is Senator Dan Inouye and his wife. Everyone who knows Senator Inouye knows that he was instrumental in getting this particular center established back in 1995. It has been largely due to his vision and steady and loyal support that APCSS has been a leader in executive education in this great nation of ours. We are also honored to have Senator Dan Akaka with us. An accomplished educator in his own right, who has also been a true friend and advocate of APCSS. Thanks to both of you, Senators, for all you do for APCSS. Representing Admiral Willard today, we have Major General Pete Pauling from the United States Pacific Command Plans and Policy Directorate. Admiral Willard and his PACOM team are a privilege for us at APCSS to support. We have with us also a serving U.S. Ambassador to the Marshall Islands, Ambassador Marty Campbell. She may still be en route because of the traffic that I know is headed toward the stadium. Representing the Director of Defense Cooperation Security Agency is Mr. Jim McGowie, who understands the uniqueness of this center and has loyally kept it so. Thanks for coming, Jim. We also have several of our faithful APCSS Foundation members. Retired Lieutenant General Hank Stackpole, the former APCSS Director and CEO of our foundation. Jerry Samita, the President of our foundation. Lee Wai-Do, one of the original founders of our foundation. Warren Luke, a steady contributor to APCSS success. And Don Horner, another loyal advocate of this center. Gentlemen, I assure you that all other United States regional centers for security studies wish they had a supporting foundation like this one has. Thanks for all you do for us here at the center. Also joining this celebration today is Major General Bob Lee, our State Adjutant General. Major General Steve Tom, Commander Joint POW MIA Accounting Command. And Major General Joe Chavez, Deputy Commander at U.S. Army Pacific, and his wife Paulette. I think Brigadier General Branko Uli, the Deputy Director of Operations at U.S. Pacific Command, is somewhere out there, or if he isn't, he's doing good work up at the headquarters. He had hoped to join us. And also, I think Dr. George Kailivai, U.S. PACOM Director of Resources and Assessments, is here today, unless they've got him at a meeting as well. They're very busy today at PACOM. All of these great folks are not only customers, but loyal friends of APCSS. Joining us also are two other absolutely world-class leaders, teachers, and mentors. Retired General Dave Bramlett. and former Assistant Secretary of State for East Asian and Pacific Affairs, Jim Kelly. Thanks to both of you for joining us today as well. We have also our Fort DeRussy Mayor and friend, Rick LeBrun, General Manager, Hollycoa Hotel. We have many local friends and supporters of our participants within our APCSS programs, too many to mention individually, as well as some former teammates at APCSS, including Dr. Jimmy Lackey, who inaugurated APCSS many years ago at Camp Smith, and his wife, Lulu. Dr. Lee Endress, our former dean. And Tom Thornton, a former head of our information technology branch. We also have many APCSS supporters from our outstanding Honolulu Consular Corps and from the U.S. Army Garrison here in Hawaii, as well as teammates from other like centers of excellence and learning here in Hawaii, all professional colleagues working to keep this nation a leader in education that sticks. And most importantly, we have the members of our current APCSS workforce, a truly dedicated and talented team of professionals achieving much in our application of smart power throughout the region and in ways not duplicated anywhere else. Daily, I am proud to serve among them. And 5 in particular have contributed steadily to our new wing project to this point and deserve special recognition. Mr. Glenn Takamoto, Colonel Stu Smith, Commander Derek Webster, Mr. Mike Hogan, and Miss Tina Grice. Let me begin with just a few thoughts on why we here at APCSS are so honored to work here and quietly confident in what we pretty routinely accomplish here. As most of you know, APCSS initially began full operations in downtown Waikiki using leased office space in the Waikiki Trade Center. And from the start, the staff on watch then realized that APCSS had a special opportunity to contribute something significant to responsible security officials in this region. From its start, APCSS added to Oahu's tradition of being a special gathering place, regularly bringing together important Asia-Pacific leaders from all over the region to learn together how collaboration helps enable security cooperation. In June of 2000, following the renovation of this former U.S. Army Reserve headquarters facility here at Fort DeRussy, APCSS was moved to its present location. And in this facility, the center has routinely demonstrated a set of standards to all who entered that this is a special place doing serious work in a unique way. Recognizing and increasing the value of APCSS to regional and national security, our Department of Defense decided to further invest in the important work being done here and significantly increased the APCSS operations and maintenance funding, as well as approved $12.2 million in military construction to add a third wing to our existing structure. Today, APCSS is one of the Office of the Secretary of Defense for Policy and U.S. Pacific Command's multilateral security cooperation tools that gets results in increasing leader capacities and thereby security institutional capacities. And APCSS has a distinguished track record at accomplishing that. Ask our sponsors and ask our alumni. It is also important to acknowledge how the major contributions of this small but dynamic organization have matured. From our initial days in 1995, when we offered only one course, reaching 23 executive-level security practitioners, APCSS now graduates between 600 to 800 fellows annually from a suite of 6 in-resident courses addressing the full range of regional security challenges. Furthermore, APCSS regularly extends its influence into the region by further interfacing with hundreds of uniformed and civilian leaders who participate in the 8 to 12 workshops and mini courses that APCSS also offers annually. And beyond that, APCSS just published a series of faculty-researched and written essays on Asian perspectives on transnational security challenges today and ahead. So together, these routine APCSS contributions positively impact the security of the Asia-Pacific region, promote peace, and deter conflict. Today, our course alumni number well over 5,000 of the region's most influential security elites. They include ministers of defense and interior, commanding officers of armies, navies, coast guards, and senior officials writing and implementing national security strategies, policies, and laws throughout this entire Asia-Pacific region. And when you add participants in conferences and workshops, we have had over 8,000 participants from 94 locations around the world. And today we have active alumni associations in 48 countries across the Asia-Pacific region and beyond. Using a participant-centered, activity-based, and technology-enhanced learning model administered by an adept group of scholar leaders, APCSS builds leader capacity to address a broad range of regional challenges, from transnational security to terrorist and criminal networks to governance and civil-military relations to managing crises across all domains of international power. Recent successes in addressing particular regional challenges include security sector development workshops with 11 nations to date, maritime security with all Pacific Island nations, and critical information sharing between Asia-Pacific treaty partners. And all of these events have demonstrated the Center's unique capability to facilitate reasonable approaches to the diverse and complex security challenges of this region. And in the design of our new wing, APCSS continues to set a good example. This wing will blend into the traditional environment we cherish and yet be a state-of-the-art and future-focused facility. It will provide an environmentally friendly, single-story, 10,000 square foot building with 6 seminar rooms, a state-of-the-art information integration learning laboratory environment, a 108-person plenary space, a student lounge, required ancillary spaces, and further beautify the natural Hawaiian green space that we are lucky enough to inhabit here in Fort DeRussy. In its facade, it will respectfully connect back to an earlier facility, Malahia Hall, which formerly existed near where our new wing will be built. By 2013, this wing will be a place where focused critical thinking, analyses of facts surrounding a complex range of security challenges, comprehensive security policy conceptualization, and various related decision aids all coalesce to help Asian Pacific security officials practice collaboration and cooperation for the common good. And thereby we will help educate regional partners to gather real-time knowledge about complex security issues, process and integrate that knowledge into a more comprehensive understanding of issues and options at hand, and share that new understanding and awareness to better secure our regional future. But we have with us today one of our founding fathers at this center who would like to add his special thoughts about APCSS. Senator Dan Inouye needs no introduction here. He has been a national leader of distinction for a long time. He deserves our sincere appreciation and thanks for the vision that he began back in the 1990s that has been realized in the accomplishments of this Senate. Senator Inouye.